Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to talk about the sequel to Fantastic Beasts, which is of course The Crimes of Grindelwald, starring Eddie Redmayne in his role of Newt Scamander, and also sees the return of Jacob, Tina and Queenie in their respective roles from the last movie. The cast is joined by the much publicised addition of Johnny Depp as Grindelwald, as you've seen at the end of the last movie, of course, and Jude taking on the role of a younger Albus Dumbledore. Also features Lenny Kravitz's daughter Zoe in the role of Lita. The movie is produced by Heyman Films and is of course directed by David Yates, who directed the last 4 Potter films and obviously the previous Fantastic Beasts film at a cost of $200 million. I have to say I really enjoyed the last movie and I was really looking forward to this. It's been much publicised, the trailers have been everywhere, of course with the addition of Jude Law, and if you're a real Potter fan, it's going to really appeal to you. Eddie Redmayne here, of course, reprises his role as Newt Scamander. I must say I can't help but see the comparisons between his potential character here of being Doctor Who. Replace the wand for a sonic screwdriver, replace the suitcase for a TARDIS, and you know, you've got a great looking Doctor. Also, his relationship with the Ministry of Magic is very similar to the Doctor's relationship with the Time Lords. So it's very interesting to see the comparisons there. And I certainly think that Eddie would have made a fantastic Doctor, although I doubt that would ever happen now. So I was really pumped to go and see this. I'm not a huge Potter expert, but I think that the entry level into these films, if you've seen enough Harry Potter, you can really enjoy them. If you're not familiar with the Potter universe or its backstories, you will probably lose out on a lot of things that are happening. I noticed quite a few little Easter eggs and bits in there, as much as I know. But like I say, I'm no expert on the Harry Potter series. This is a beautiful looking film. You can see there's been $200 million spent on it. The production design, costume design, cinematography, special effects is really good. I will say that the effects from the very first Potter films all those years ago have come on so much, you know, they're almost seamless now. There's a part of the movie when, without giving too much away, that they go and visit Hogwarts. Obviously the film is set in the past, so you know the teachers are younger, it sees things in a different way. But actually Hogwarts and the approach to it has never looked any better. There's some little hints of the Quidditch matches going on and they look superb. Honestly, I've never seen the film look so good. It is wonderfully done. There's some really different camera POVs done in this one as well. That's a little bit different from what's been in the past, especially early on in the film. There's quite a lot of that. And some of it can get a little bit confusing sometimes. So in terms of production and value, you cannot knock it. The acting's superb through there. Johnny Depp is on form as Grindelwald. He's not in the film as much as you would think he is. He's kind of more elusive. He's kind of, you know, the back player. He's almost like the Emperor in the Star Wars, Emperor Palpatine. He's kind of in the background, organising. And of course Jude Law brings a little bit of dapperness and swag to the role of the young Dumbledore. Real great addition to the cast. Unfortunately, I think what lets it down is the story. The story doesn't really revolve around Newt so much, and the other cast, Tina, Jacob and Queenie, are kind of pushed aside. Tina is basically a side character. Jacob, I don't quite understand why he's in this film. There's a quick explanation at the beginning of how he's come back into this fold, and it's a little bit poor, to be quite honest with you. And Queenie's role, these characters don't bring anything to the story.
Oh, good boy. Jacob, she was here. Tina stood here. She has incredibly narrow feet. Have you noticed?
Can't say that I have.
The problem with the film is for all its good points, the bad point is that it's too busy trying to set up the universe Although J.K. Rowling has done an amazing job setting up the world of Harry Potter, this film is too busy trying to fill in backstory and creating films for the future, because they've already decided that they're going to try and make 5 of these films. So this one doesn't seem so important. If it was the middle of a trilogy, you could see where it was going. It's got that darker tone. There's not as much humour in there as there was in the last film, and the characters are separated off, very much like Empire Strikes Back, I guess. But obviously this comes at a cost of character. Also, it introduces a lot of characters, and some people from the last film really just kind of have cameo roles. There's, you know, apart from that, they're important to maybe the future of the franchise. Certainly within the terms of this film, they don't seem that important. For example, Ezra Miller's character of Credence, who was, you know, quite a big part of the story in the first film, is kind of just pushed to the side. And honestly, he spends quite a bit of the film either doing this or doing this. They're just kind of there for a kind of big reveal at the end of the movie. Of course, I don't want to give anything away here, but if you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. And Johnny Depp kind of seems to be back in his space, really. It's nice to see him doing a different character, although the rogue charm of Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies has gone so far. It's quite interesting to see him playing the villain of the piece here, and he does it with a real cynicism. It's well done.
My brothers, my sisters, it is said that I hate les noms magiques. I do not hate them. I do not. For I do not fight out of hatred. Magic blooms only in rare souls.
So I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's still a good movie despite its faults. I just wanted to see a little bit more of that companionship and the comedy that came with the first movie. It's sadly lacking not there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you've been to see the movie, did you enjoy it? Is there anything that you didn't enjoy? Please leave me some comments, I'd really much appreciate it. And if you like my content and you enjoy my reviews, look out for the other reviews on my channel. I also do a retrospective style mini documentaries. I just launched Rocky from 1976 in time for the release of Creed 2, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy my content, and I very much appreciate you watching. So thanks a lot, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.